Good morning, everybody. We woke up here in Boothbay Harbor. We're actually just outside of Boothbay Harbor, but we are at the Boothbay Craft Brewery and Watershed Tavern. They happen to be a Harvest Host member, so we used our Harvest Host last night. It was an amazing stay because Boothbay, just down the street, we went into yesterday, and it was awesome. Last night I shot a little bit overhead. You could see the brewery, obviously. They've got some cool little cottages that you can see over here and behind the RV. The Harvest Host spots, they have two, basically one along the road there and one over where Kevin and Laura is parked. They also have these spots right here where this Class C is. They have what, on 4 spots? 5 spots. Looks like 5. So they have 5 spots there that actually have water, electric, and I believe sewer as well. And do you know how much they are a night?
I believe they're $3 for 30 amp and more for 50. I cannot remember how much 50 is.
But pretty cheap for this area.
It's pretty cool. We never thought about staying at the brewery, so I thought it was pretty awesome. We went for lunch yesterday.
Oh, lunch was fantastic.
Had a vegetarian burger. They have vegan and vegetarian burger. We have the vegetarian one. It was very, very good.
And they have lots of stuff for you meat eaters too, of course.
Yeah, and obviously we had the tasters and all that, so that was kind of a cool experience. And they have also cottages, so if you don't have an RV, you can still come here and stay at one of the cottages. And
it is really super convenient to Boothbay Harbor. When
you arrive, just 2 things. One, when you're coming from one, I mean, it's just an extremely tight turn.
Yeah, we're going to have to check that out this morning and see how we're going to get out of here, because the turn to get back out of here is really tight as well.
Yes, and it's downhill, so our dolly just scraped the floor.
Yeah, and so, it's just a tight turn.
That's one. And 2, when you get here, I don't know if you can see where the RV spots are here. Then there is Freya, and then there is Kevin's RV. Where Kevin RV is, there is a sign that says Harvest Host spot. There's where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, and it's a tiny sign that you can't see unless you absolutely know it's there. But you want to come in really close to the brewery and then swing down through the parking lot this way. That's your best way to go.
Yes.
And we'll show you guys this turn on the way out. We'll talk about it. And right now we're gonna wake up the Millers. They're probably already awake. And we're gonna head up the road a little bit further on US 1. And today we are gonna make it to Acadia National Park. Now I don't know if we're gonna go into the park today, but we're going to try and find a place to stay close to Acadia.
Our mission today is just to find a place to stay over there.
Like today, we need a place to stay tonight. Still haven't found one. That's the way we roll.
Sometimes not good. Sometimes not good.
Not good always. Not good a lot of the times. It is extremely busy up in this area this time of year. So if you know where you're going in advance, it's much easier because you can book in advance. We didn't know we were coming to Boothbay Harbor. We didn't know we were going to Acadia at what point in time. So it's a little bit tougher to book last minute. And we're just rolling out of Boothbay Craft Brewery. Again, we want to thank the Mitchells. I hope I got that name right. The Mitchells for being a part of the Harvest Host program, because that was awesome. This is the turn we're talking about here, folks. As you can see, that red pickup truck there, you have to make that right to get down here. We would also have to make that left right here to get back to where we have to go, and that ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna go up here and turn around. So sometimes you gotta go out of your way a little bit to get turned around, but no blood, no foul. Kind of hoping at some point we could find a town that's worth taking a picture or a video of. They are all so picturesque, it's ridiculous. So we're here in Belfast, and this isn't a very dangerous place. I heard that there was a lot of violence here. That might have been Belfast, Ireland, actually. So this is Belfast, Maine, and it is an extremely picturesque little town.
Even if it was Ireland, where you heard that?
Belfast, Ireland. Everyone knows it's a violent place.
I think you're related because of Sons of Anarchy.
That could have been too. It could have been just in Sons of Anarchy. Kevin and Laura and Lori went in here to the Belfast Co-op store, so we're gonna go find out what they're up to. Now Lori's getting into the veggies.
Yes, always needing veggies. Vegan, gluten-free, will be fine. Let's see how this tastes.
Okay. If you're in Belfast, Maine, and you need anything that's gluten-free or vegan,
dairy-free.
Suitcake's Bakery here at 9 Water Street? No. 9 Beaver Street, kind of hidden in the back.
Main Street.
Really good stuff. It was Maine? All right, so it was 9 Main Street, kind of hidden in the back, and it was absolutely delicious, so you guys should check it out if you're in town. We just pulled into Bar Harbor Campground. They didn't have any sites except for overflow. So we said, no problem, we'll do overflow. And then they kind of gave us a look and said, you know what, we've got one site. So Kevin and I flipped a quarter for the site. Just wait right here, baby, let them come out.
Well, but here I'm on the way.
No, you're not in the way of anybody. Kevin and I flipped a quarter. I won the toss, so I went out to site E3 and Kevin went to overflow. But while he was in paying for his site, he saw an RV leave. They checked his pass and he's actually in D4, which is the site directly behind us. And so he's now registered for that site. We're in Bar Harbor and we're just outside of Acadia.
Yes.
Awesome. Bar Harbor Campground is about 6 miles outside of Acadia National Park here in Maine. It's kind of unique because they do not accept reservations. It's show up and first come, first serve. You can extend however long you want. So kind of a interesting, kind of a weird system, but it works, or it worked for us. So we'll see what happens. Now that we're in, we can extend and stay as long as we want. The campground is actually pretty nice. Some wooded areas. The water and electric spots are out a little bit more open, but decent amount of space, and we'll get to explore the campground here in just a little bit. Ooh, we do see a pool close by, which is nice. The worst part of this campground is they allow anybody to park here, like that guy up in there.
Why does he always look crazy?
Why does he always look crazy? Because he is crazy.
Yeah, there's like 300 sites.
Camera on Kevin because he's gonna hurt himself. What is that? Oh, it's like a climbing rock.
Yeah, you're good out
It's
here.
like a climbing rock out there. Yeah, no, I'm not coming out there. And this is Bar Harbor Campground from atop the playground. That is
We can walk down.
pretty spectacular. It looks like that's a trail there.
And that's the last time we saw Laura.
Kevin is learning his next vocation. Just in case his computer skills give out on him, he wants to learn his next thing. You're doing a great job. You do. Yes, this is their way of training children to build our future. That's awesome. So here we are. We have arrived at Bar Harbor, just outside of the Acadia National Park, and this is where we're going to call this one, folks. So if this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date on all of our travels. It'd be equally as cool if you like the video, even if you don't like that guy. You guys love him, and you know it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys again in another one.
Bye guys. Subscribe.
Everyone except for
Is it weird that we're in the kids section?
Yes, it is.
like 40